Well, blissful. Good night, everyone. Let's see if we can get Sister Angelia in here tonight. Hey,
Hey,
Queen, how are you guys?
I am good. How are you?
I am wonderful. You're just as beautiful as the last time I saw you.
Thank you. You as well, Queen.
Thank you. Thank you. You have such a warm energy. It's one of the reasons why we have you here this evening, making sure everything is straight on here.
Okay.
I'm trusting. Let's wait a few minutes. We might have a few people come in, but if not, sometimes we have a lot of our viewers watch it later.
Yeah.
But I was hoping that a few could be in here just to catch and feel this
hmm
wonderful energy we got going on. How you feeling this evening?
I am good. I'm good. Just
Okay.
floating on the energy of still of, Lionsgate and the full
Yes.
moon and just all
Yes.
the good things that have happened since I've been back in the area, including you.
Well, you see the topic, and you see the topic, full moon talk. I
hmm
said, let's just do this in energy. Oh, I got chills already. And entrepreneurship. And
Yeah.
I should have put travel in there, but that's okay because full moon talk and energy is all of it.
Yeah, that's travel.
All of
That's
it
still,
and its contents.
cosmic travel. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So listen, we're gonna do about 3 more minutes. We'll do 3 more minutes, which will be 5 minutes after, and then we're gonna start. And I guess I'll introduce myself so people will know what they're watching. 1 second.
Okay.
So anyway, my name is Natural of No Kukai Tribe, and we are a small business, and we also have this YouTube channel, which is Natural's Tribe, and our channel is about. What is our channel about? Our channel is about anyone who's ever had a thought or an inkling of leaving United States of America, finding a country, embracing it, making it your own, and everything that comes with it. And of course, our conversations are always about everything that comes with it, because wherever you go, we firmly believe that wherever you go, you take you with you. So that's me. Sister Angelia. I'm gonna let Sister Angelia introduce herself because we'll go into how we met, and we're still getting to know each other. I got chills running all up down the side. This is how strong her energy is, people. But I'm gonna let her introduce herself, and then we'll maybe talk a little bit about how we met, and we'll go into our conversations. So, Goddess, could you please let the people know who you are?
Yes.
Mhm,
So greetings, everyone, and much gratitude to Sister Natural for doing this.
mhm,
Um, I'm Angelia Claudette.
mhm.
I am an intuitive, holistic healing and nutrition coach. That's the title these days.
Absolutely,
it,
absolutely.
it changes all the time. I do a lot of healing work involving
Mhm,
the womb. So I work with
mhm,
women on opening up the gateway to them understanding that they are the healers for themselves.
mhm, mm.
And it
Wow.
all starts in the womb space.
Mhm.
So that's the short of it.
Wow, that's so powerful. That's a powerful statement because so many of us don't know how to heal, period. We're attracted to it. We
Yeah,
want it. And
yeah.
I'm talking spiritually, mentally, financially, and emotionally.
hmm
We want it. A lot of us want it. And I'm going
Yeah,
to say we because I remember when I wanted it. I may be on the path now. No, I don't know everything, but I am surely on the path.
yeah.
And
You
every
are.
time I run across people like yourself, I know for sure that I am
hmm
on the path. You, for me, is a confirmation. It's
hmm
confirmation that I'm on the right path, and there's so much more to learn. So
hmm
I want to thank you for that. Um, how did we meet, Goddess? Um,
My cousin Tracy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
cousin Tracy, for those that don't know, is a customer of mine, and I mean a committed customer. I gotta
Yes.
thank customers like her. So she is your cousin,
Mhm.
and she said something to you. Anyway, we became Facebook friends, didn't we?
Yeah,
Through
yeah, yeah.
okay,
She knows what I do.
yeah,
And she immediately, showed me what she purchased
mhm,
from you, and then she
mhm,
said, "I think
mhm.
that the two of you should connect." So she gave me your
Yes,
information, and it
wow.
was instant, I think, for us. And I feel the same way about
Mhm,
you in terms of being on this journey,
mhm.
just spiritually calling in the connections,
Absolutely.
the deeper connections that are
Mhm,
going to help all of us ascend
mhm,
and get
mhm,
better and
mm,
just spread our wings, and
mhm.
also just do what we're doing now.
Do what we're doing now,
Yeah,
carrying the message.
yeah.
And I'm sure, I'm just so sure after people watch this video, I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments. I'm sure people will possibly be reaching out to you because you're talking about healing
Hmm.
and womb.
Yeah.
And when, you know, years ago, I had a surgery. I just want to share this before
Hmm.
we start. A surgery that I would have never had
Hmm.
had I been in tune.
Yeah.
So, my childbearing days are over. And of course, I can't have any more children now. Well, of course, my age, one thing, but I'm not even going to say age. But had I not had that surgery, I wish I knew what I knew today
Right.
about womb healing. I would have never,
Hmm. Yeah.
because I would have been able to tap into naturopathic ways of dealing with the pain and the blood
Right.
flow, which was
Right.
heavy, heavy, heavy. I
Right.
literally flew home from the country I was living in at the time to come here
Hmm.
to have that surgery, but I didn't know about natural healing. And that
Yeah.
was back in 2006. It was just beginning to start for me.
Hmm.
And I really wish, but that's okay because I'm on the path now and I can share that message with
Right.
other women
Right.
who bleed really, really heavy and don't know what to do. So tell us a little bit about, because I really want to know more about, uh, you talked about it, yoni.
Yeah.
Yoni steaming is the proper term.
Yeah. It's an ancient medicinal form of
Mhm,
um connecting, cleansing,
mhm,
healing,
mhm.
um, your womb space, your yoni
Ye
verse,
yes.
your reproductive system.
Mhm,
I would say on a metaphysical level, because
mhm.
whatever surgery you had, whatever you had taken out,
Yes.
you are still the vessel.
Mhm,
Whether you have children, haven't
mhm,
had them, or
mhm,
technically your childbearing you
mhm.
are
Yes.
still
You
fruitful,
are
okay? You are still able to create, because it's much more about it's much more than the physical birthing of another human
absolutely.
being. It's so many levels to your
Mhm,
yoniverse, and tap
mhm, mhm.
It,
Thank
it,
you.
it
Go
sounds
ahead. I'm sorry.
simple, right? It
Yes,
sounds simple.
yes.
Um, it's just that we need each other to do it,
Mhm,
because so many of us down the line of generations, especially through colonialism, have
absolutely.
lost that connection, to
Mm,
community, to sisterhood,
mhm,
and the knowledge. And that's
mm.
what yoni steaming is about. And I even hesitate with saying yoni steaming, because when you say it,
Okay.
there's an education that is
Yes.
needed, because it's not a spa treatment.
Absolutely. And that's what I wanted to ask you next. Do you offer these services? Like if women wanted to begin to invest in themselves in that manner, will you offer the knowledge, the education? Do you go that far?
Yeah, that's one of my services as a holistic practitioner. And I got certified in at a wonderful place,
Mhm.
with a wonderful mentor, and it's like it's not a spa. It's deep work,
And
right?
see, I know it's not a
Yeah,
spa
it's
because
deep
I
work.
attend.
Mhm.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. It's
No,
deeper.
it's okay. I
Well,
get
I was getting ready to
excited
say because I attend this yoga class normally on Thursdays at 5:30, but I had set this live and I said, I want to be with you this
about
evening. I will get to yoga. And we talked about it. And it was a really large class of women this particular Thursday,
it. Mhm.
a couple Thursdays ago. And none of them, I mentioned yoni, steaming, and the yoga instructor, and not one of them knew even the term or about it. And they wanted to know more. They wanted to know where. They started looking on Amazon at different places. I said,
No,
calm down, ladies, calm down. I'm going to find you somebody.
don't look on
So,
Amazon.
so wait a minute. Now, will you come to people's homes? Do people come to you? How do you do it? What if somebody say, listen, goddess, I would love to learn more. I want to try it. What will you say to them?
Well, I offer it as a service,
Yes.
and I I typically have a space for it.
Mhm. Okay.
I can come to you,
Okay.
um, and and that's what the whole session is
Mhm.
about. It's about
Mhm.
you,
Mhm.
and it's it's pretty much catered to you because we're all completely
Beautiful.
different, right? I have
Absolutely.
my process and my system, um, but the herbs are about you.
Mm.
What's said is about you. Um, there's
Beautiful.
there's no there's no script, you know. I don't
Beautiful.
I
I
don't
love it. I
think
love it. That sounds like my business. There's no
yeah,
script.
there's no
There's
script.
no script.
It's just about one sister holding space for another sister,
Mm.
and this is my purpose. So my purpose is to be your
Mm.
guide, and through the process I do give education because like you said, so many women just don't know their bodies, especially
Mm.
um the yoni space, uh
Yeah.
and it just I'm just very passionate about it. And
Yeah, I can hear your passion. I can
yeah,
hear your
it's
passion.
it's
Now, when you provide these services, you'll bring everything that's needed, or will you actually have them purchase some things? You'll bring all the herbs. I heard you say the herbs.
so I do an intake first,
Okay.
and it's an online form where questions are asked and you
Hmm.
complete those questions, and then we'll have a
Hmm.
conversation, either before or during the session. It just depends on if it's in my space or your space,
Hmm.
so that we know how to proceed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That sounds
So-
beautiful.
right, and there's nothing that the woman needs to do but just show up.
Mhm. Just show up.
Mhm. I do everything else.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I got to ask this question. Will it enhance your sexual practices or experiences?
Yeah, it makes you juicier. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, because herbs are magical.
They
Es-
are magical.
Yes, essential oils and crystals are magical, and also how you feel, right? The
Yeah.
session is emotional because things
Mm.
will come up, but in a good way, because
Mhm.
our nervous systems need nurturing, and that's a part of the experience of the yoni steaming. The way that I do it, um,
Mm.
your nervous system is going to relax. And, when you are sexually engaged or about to, you should be relaxed.
You should
That's
be.
how you get wet if you're relaxed,
It's
right?
relaxed.
So
Beautiful.
that's just one of the things, but there are over 25 benefits to yoni steaming: physical, mental,
Wow.
emotional.
Mm.
And again, it's an ancient practice. We used to do this for each other, uh,
Absolutely.
to get pregnant, or
Absolutely.
post, or just something on a normal basis
Yeah.
to connect and take care of our creative center, our power seat, because
Mm.
that's what it is.
Absolutely. Our creative center. I love that. You know what? I'm listening to you, and we really have moved way, way too far away from the way life really should be.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
that's the sad part. But
Yeah,
we can get back. That's okay. That's our
we are.
responsibility.
Yeah, we
We're getting back
are
now.
getting back.
We're getting back. We're not even going to focus on how far away because it's our responsibility
It
to
is.
pass it down to our next generation. So wait a minute. You mentioned crystals. So
Mhm.
let's stay there for a while because for our viewers that will be tuning in, uh, Sister Angelia attended one of my hand art workshops. Now we specialize in crystals. You actually took a double workshop, the art of
Yes.
earring making, which was the fabric earrings, and the art of wrapping, wire wrapping, and placing healing crystals,
Mhm.
which is entrepreneurial skills. We offer skills that can lead to entrepreneurship. If you want to know more about those, just please put your message in the box or your comment statement, and we'll respond to you about that. But crystals, now that's an awesome entrepreneurial skill that can take you far. I am a witness. It takes me
Mhm.
all around the world, and it doesn't just bring solitude and protection to my life. It allows me to offer something to the people that can do the same, and they'll be able to tap into sort of the same way. So it really goes hand in
Yeah.
hand with
Mhm.
what you do. What is your plan to do with your newly found skill, entrepreneurial skill? What's your plan?
Well, I've
Because
always wanted
mhm,
to to make
mhm,
jewelry,
mhm,
right? So, and in this journey that I'm
mhm,
in here and with what I do, I
mhm,
feel like it's connected because it's not
mhm.
just about the adornment.
Absolutely,
It
absolutely.
means something. So I think not I think I know that I'm
I
going to
know.
make metaphysical healing
Mm,
tools that you can
mm.
wear that are connected to the yoni space. And
Absolutely.
so,
So it's amazing you said that. It's so much more than an adornment of the body.
mhm,
Yes, they do adorn the body. They are
mhm.
designed to
Yeah, they're
adorn. Yes,
beautiful.
they are.
Yeah.
However, and people ask me all the time. They'll say when they come to my space, wherever I'm laying my product out, and they'll say, wow, this is beautiful, but what does it mean?
Mhm.
So the simplest layman's term I can put it in is that crystals are rock formations of the earth. And see, we want to be connected to the earth. We want to always connect. When people say to me all the time, I do live on the island of Grenada, which we're going to talk about
Yeah.
a little bit because that was another attraction for you and I.
Mhm.
People will watch my pictures, and I do a lot of posting. Like I have a YouTube channel, I post on my Facebook page, and they'll say, "Oh, look at the little poor children with no shoes on." And after a while, I heard that a couple of times, and I said, "Wait a minute, poor? First of all, what's your definition of rich and poor? Because there's a certain amount of energy that comes from the earth that
Yeah.
the body can benefit from.
Mhm.
So
Right.
those you might want to take those big shoes off your feet and get grounded and connect
Exactly.
because that this is a richness. This is a
Exactly.
richness. So I'm
Yeah.
always cautious when people say, "Oh, the poor little children."
Right. They
Yeah,
have no idea. They have
they
no
have
idea.
no idea what it means to connect to the earth. You want to take your shoes off and get out there and get grounded, and they
Yeah.
be in that dirt, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
"Wow, look at
Yeah.
that."
And
That's
I
why
think
they,
people forget, when you were
yes.
little, you didn't care about shoes. You
Yeah,
ran
you
outside,
didn't care. You didn't
you,
care. It's just that
playing in the
nobody
grass,
taught it.
playing in the rain. That's what I did.
Yes,
You know?
absolutely. Twirl
So,
around in the rain with
yeah.
our eyes closed.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get back to the island for those things
Ah,
because I really do dance in the rain. Oh
yes.
my. So speaking of dancing in the rain, so
Mm.
wait a minute. So yes, we connected through your cousin Tracy. Hey Tracy, if you're watching. And thank you, Tracy, if you're
Yeah.
watching. So
Yeah.
the connection is amazing. I am definitely I want to have a few discussions with you off the record and on the record. I'm thinking
Yes.
we got some unfinished business, something to bring to the people.
Yes.
But it was something that I just said. What was we talking about? We was talking about
Crystals, the
it was
healing
it
aspects
was
of
it was
crystals.
crystals. Oh gosh, I forgot. I done lost track of what I was
That's how
saying.
conversations go. They,
Oh my gosh. But that's okay. It'll come back. It was something to do with the crystals or
grounding.
getting grounded or something. But anyway, I'm trusting
Hmm.
it'll come back.
Yes.
And we was going to get into it too. Let me look. I got a little list over here. Because wait a minute, we was going to get into it. We talked about the entrepreneurship
Hmm.
workshop. We thanked you for that. And the energy, the full moon. It was something, sister. We was great. Get into it.
The
But
the
that's okay.
grounding, the grounding
It
elements.
was something to do with grounding and the benefits of you got to get grounded. Um, oh, Grenada, the connection.
Yes.
That's what it was, the connection. We also connected because you have an interest
Hmm.
in Grenada.
I do. I do. It's been calling
So,
me for a while, so that's how I know
so
that
tell me about this connection with you and Grenada because you've never been there.
I've never been, but it's been calling me. But that's how this energy works,
Yes.
and you
And
have
then
to
you
listen.
meet me,
Yeah.
who has been living a dual citizen, been living in Grenada for 8 years.
Hmm. Yeah. Right. Right. So this
So
was
have
just
you studied? What do you know about Grenada so far? Have you?
I know it's the Spice Island. I
Yes, all
know
your spaces.
I know that it's not the most visited island, which is also
Yes,
an attraction for me because
yes.
as a traveler myself, I've
Uh-huh.
been to different places around the world. I like to go where not a lot of people go.
Yes,
I'm not a tourist traveler. I
yes,
like to meet with people, talk to
yes,
people, do
yes.
things that other people the people that live there, that's what I like
Uh-huh.
to do. Show me what
Abs-
you do
Absolutely.
as
Take
a
me to the
native.
locals. I
Right,
hear you. I
right.
hear you, sister. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
And
yeah.
then I'm looking for places to do wellness gatherings, right? In
Mm,
places where not a lot of people are going because
mm.
other places are just overdone, overrun
Mhm, mhm,
by the
mhm.
wellness trend, and that's not me. So,
Mm, yes. Well, Grenada is the perfect place for wellness gatherings.
mhm.
And they're definitely rising.
Yes,
Grenada is on the rise for
it is on
sure
the rise,
because
but
it's such a
still
quaint.
small
You're
amount.
right.
Mhm,
You're right. It's real rootsy and it's quiet and
mhm,
it's at the bottom. It's the farthest south you can go, sort of like Florida sits at the tip. That's where,
mhm,
excuse me, that's where Grenada is. And all your herbs and
mm.
spices that you would
Yes,
ever need.
yes, that's what I
All
love.
your herbs and spices. So look, we specialize, and I say we because even though my small business is run by me and solely me, I
Mhm,
say we because I don't never want to not include my ancestors.
mhm.
And I don't ever want to not include them or ask them their permission. So you'll hear me saying we.
Okay.
Every herb and spice at the market. And by the way, when you come, I am booth number 43 down at the Spice and what is it? What's our market called? Spice and Craft Market.
You will
And
show
I mean,
me. You'll show
what's
me.
that? So
You will show me.
you are coming, aren't you? But look, you mentioned wellness gatherings, and I did a what was the name of mine? Goddess Getaway.
Oh, okay.
Grenada retreat. Yes, I
Mhm,
did. And it was in the middle, right when COVID started. So, of course, we got pushed back 2 or 3
mhm,
times.
mhm,
And it made a few people. Initially, it started off with 35 women, and they were ready. And
mhm.
they were, a lot of them were first time passporters.
Okay.
But a few women end up still coming, and they had the time of their lives.
Mhm.
Grenada's the perfect place. And nobody's coming to the island without visiting the spice and craft market because that's where all your spices are.
Of
And
course.
that's where your lovely, unique craft is.
Yes.
So we would love to have you when you come, and I'll pick you up at the airport.
We'll keep talking about that. It's
We'll keep.
yes.
Yes. Now, could you see yourself living on an island?
So yes, that
Mm-hmm.
is a part of the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would, I do feel like I see myself. I feel like it. I know that that's part of the journey. Um, not giving up, my
Mm-hmm.
space, my home base in the U.S. because I think that's
Mm-hmm.
important to have a place
Mm-hmm.
to come back to.
Okay.
Um,
Mhm.
but I would like to spend some time and build and cultivate relationship in the community
Mhm.
to do this right. I don't want to just, go
Yes.
somewhere and do this
Mhm.
thing
Yes.
and leave. I want the community to be involved and
Mhm.
the women who come to be connected on a
Mm.
deeper level. And that comes from community. That's what
Yes.
all of this gathering is about.
Yes, and you definitely want a preparation. You definitely have to prepare
Yeah,
to
yeah,
do anything in life. And as far as home base, like I said, I'm a dual citizen,
yeah.
so you don't have to give up anything. I'm actually in America right now, so but my flight is booked.
Yes.
My flight is booked
I
as
know
of
you can't wait
2 days.
to get back.
Oh gosh, yeah, I'm well overdue with soaking my body. The Caribbean Sea, the waters are literally healing.
Yes, yes.
Literally. And I remember when I had a knee replacement before I began to invest in sea moss and moringa and soursop leaf, all the things that have healed me over the years. Um, I remember stopping the doctors and the physical therapists. We all met together. And they were wondering, what are you going to do? They really wanted me to stay for another 6 weeks of physical therapy. I said, wait, I do not live here. They wanted to know what I was going to do. And my question was, do any of y'all
Mhm.
understand the healing properties
Right.
in the Caribbean waters? And one of them said, Natural, I do.
Mhm.
And I was so happy. So now we can talk, because somebody's in the room that
Right.
understands that I'm going to be good. I'm going back and soak my body. I'm going to do all the exercising and all my stretching right in the healing
Yes,
waters. And
yes.
I'm perfect today because of it. I'm perfect today
Yeah,
because of it.
yeah.
So yes, when I first started um traveling, not just traveling, but living,
Mhm.
they said, my friends, they said, Natural, you don't just go visit a country, you go and live.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it changed my entire life is what it did,
Mhm.
Angelia. But my vision was both. Don't want to give up, like you said. And
Mhm.
my thought was 6 months here and
Mhm.
6 months there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I come here for 3. Well, this month was 4 because I came May.
Mhm.
Um, so it's been 9 months there
Mhm.
and 3 months here. It just
Mhm.
changed a little, and that
Right,
works for me.
right. Yeah.
So it actually works. So you can do it any way you want to do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So
Um,
I'm looking to be like you and
Stop it.
to
Oh,
make
that's
this
such a
happen.
compliment. Thank
No,
you.
I mean that's how this works.
It is how it works. It is
Going
how it works.
going back to community and sisterhood
Mhm.
and just being connected to those with purpose. I don't
Absolutely.
know everything,
Nobody does.
and
Nobody does.
always seeking
Mhm.
the answer, the road,
Mhm. Mm.
and the more that I do that and I don't worry about the how because I know it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
So
Mhm.
this even in this conversation that we're having, I know that I'm closer
Mhm.
to this happening, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Several sisters, at least about 4, have found me on my YouTube channel. I'm just kind of
Mhm.
streaming through like we do, and have come to Grenada, and we've linked up, and they now live there. At least 4. And I
Okay.
said, wow. And I don't take that lightly
Yeah.
either,
Mhm.
because I am a person for Grenada per se. I
Mhm.
literally just went.
Okay.
Now, other countries, I lived in other countries. I did my homework. I
Mhm.
studied, even Antigua and Barbuda, where I lived there for 3 years. I literally went and stayed first for about
Mhm.
11 days and went around and seen how it was and visit different ministries,
Mhm.
social transformation and different things.
Mhm.
But for Grenada, the Spirit said, go.
And that's how it works sometimes.
And
Yeah.
I went.
Mhm.
And I'm telling you, it's 8 years later. February was 8 years, goddess.
Mhm. That's beautiful. So
So I can see you living international. I can see that.
and I've
Your
done it.
energy's right.
I've I've been to a couple of countries where I stayed
Mhm.
um, months at a time.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm no stranger
You're no stranger. Yes.
I'm no stranger. But now it's the next level because
It's next level. Yes.
it's it's living in my purpose and
Mhm.
doing these things that I've been called to do
Mm.
in a place that calls me. Those other places didn't really call me. It
They
was
didn't call.
it
Yes.
was me making the decision to go and do these things,
Mhm.
still a part of my purpose,
Oh,
But
you'll
now
know.
it's
Mm-hmm.
on another level because what's happening with us
Mm-hmm.
this last full moon, this last
Mm.
Lionsgate
Mm.
has been just super. I
Mm.
don't even have,
Super. You said
I,
it,
yeah,
period. Super.
I don't even have another word that anyone could understand in any language, and that's how serious it is.
Yes.
If you understand what I'm saying, and I know you
Yes,
do,
yes, absolutely. You
right?
see me holding on. You see me clenching my pearls.
Yes,
Listen,
yes,
I understand fully what you're saying because
yeah.
I'm into stating my intentions. It's a perfect
Mhm,
time for me to charge my crystals.
mhm.
It's just putting it out to the universe what I desire for myself. I'm
Right.
just giving thanks for everything that they provided me with so far. I'm telling you,
Much
yeah,
gratitude.
I wait for these moments. I wait
Mhm,
for these moments to say thank you.
mhm,
I mean, thank you. And full moon is that opportunity for me to do it. That's
mhm.
like
Right,
open myself wide up.
right.
Because when I go and live these places, I'm not sure all the time. I'm just obedient to the spirit.
Mhm.
So the universe will put all these perfect people in your life. Whoever's supposed to be there, it
Right,
will remove.
right,
I have to go there and build communities. You just
right.
told we're talking about building community.
Mhm.
You can't
I'm
live in this world all by yourself. I'm clear about that.
no,
I
you
mean, you
can't.
can, but it'll be very, very difficult.
Yeah.
So it happens just like that. You can't take those things for granted.
No, you can't. You can't.
You really can't. That's why it blows people's minds when they say, you went to live there, you ain't know nobody. You just went. And how did you even get a booth in the market? Well, let me tell you about this booth in the market. And then we're gonna be clear about what all this is we talking about, right? So I said I wasn't gonna talk about this no more because the
It's
people,
okay. Talk
people,
about it.
listen, listen. So I went and I had studied a little bit, went on YouTube, pulled up Grenada, found out how to catch the #1 bus, which goes up down the main road, take you to town and back to where you're
Mhm,
going. I said, okay. I made sure I booked my guest house. I had a mom and pop guest house and I booked it right on the main road. And so everywhere I needed to get, I would just step out front. I did all this. This computer will take you there. So I knew how to get downtown to the Spice and Craft Market. And I went down there, just followed the people walking, and it took me right into the market. And I said to this one guy who's my good friend today, he has the edge. His booth is on the edge. I said, hi, how you doing? He said, who are you? I'm not speaking like anybody. He's like, where are you from? And so we laughed. And I said, well, how do you get a booth in the market? And he said, really? I said, yes. He said, well, just go over there, ask for Miss Gibbs. Her name's Miss Gibbs. Go over there and ask for her. And I went over there and asked for her. I pulled out my phone and showed her some of my work. I think I showed her a couple pair of earrings and whatever else I was creating at the time.
Mhm.
And I said, would you happen to have a space for me? Remember, I'm on this island, not even 24 hours,
Right.
and speaking the white man's language.
Yeah.
He said, yes, follow me. Just like that.
Mhm.
And I'm walking behind her saying, follow me. Something said, make sure you mention, ask her, can you have a booth by the window? Because you get hot flushes. And I think the market was a little warm. They didn't
Mhm.
have ceiling fans. So put me by the window and I'm cool. So I said, would you happen to have a space by the window? Because I get a little hot. And she said, sure. How about this one? It's the same booth I'm at today, 8 years later.
Mhm.
When COVID happened, I would use it as a workspace and things of that nature. But it's a great space to have
Yeah.
on island, right? You can do what you want to do. You can train
Mhm.
somebody up. And I never forget that. Now I got a few people I talk to that are really nice spirits. And I said to my one friend, Rasta man, I said, wow, I'm booth number 43. He said, what? He said, how you get a booth? I've been on the waiting list. This is a local. He
Mhm.
said, I've been on the waiting list for about 5 years. He said, and my mother and
Mhm.
the woman, they're best friends. So I said, okay. I said, well, maybe it's the time and space. You know, you can be in the right place at the right time.
Right.
Spirit, universe stuff, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, wow. And then another Samai said, what? Twice. I've been on the waiting list forever. And this is look. And that's when I said, natural don't say nothing else. You was at the right place, the right time, and
Yeah.
that's it. So how do you even explain?
I
You
mean, some things don't
mm,
require explanation. It was just your time.
It was just my time.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow, sister. So listen, do you have any questions about Grenada?
I
Um,
mean, how can you sum up the process? I know we'll have a lengthier
Absolutely.
discussion
If
on.
I had to sum it up,
Mhm,
I would say living international is not for everybody.
mhm,
I would say it's not for the weak at heart for sure. Surely in Grenada.
mhm,
Grenada's a beautiful little island, 133, 38 square miles. Got two sister islands, and they all have something to offer. Like the one that just got the most damage in the hurricane, which is Karakou. They're real rootsy. You get all your drums and your roots, and
mhm,
you'll see the Africanness. All that is there. Grenada's more like the mainland, so you got a mixture of everything. And then Petty Martinique is the one that very few people go to, but it's unspoiled, it's beautiful.
mhm.
Got some damage from the hurricane. So you got everything all in one package. You get
Yeah.
sick of one, hop over to the other, hop over to
Mhm.
the other. You can do that. It's a ferry that goes over. Um, it can get a little hard sometimes, like anywhere else, only
Right.
because it is small. And when you got small, sometimes you can get a little backwardness,
Mhm,
but it's still beautiful. It does not take away from the beauty of the experiences you can have.
mhm.
If you can stay clear of the police and lawyers and judges and things like that,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just being honest with you. If you can stay clear of them, you can have the time of your life.
Okay.
Tourism is growing. I love being a part of it.
Mhm.
The people are wonderful. And I can truly, honestly say in 8 years, I may have run across 4 people that I just want nothing else to do with ever again.
Okay.
In 8 years, the crime rate is at a place that I love. I moved there because Grenada came up the safest island of all the islands.
Mhm.
And I visited several before I made a
Yeah.
decision. I went to Trinidad, I went to St. Lucia,
Mhm.
Jamaica, and Grenada, the safest. When I first moved there in 2016, they literally had about 1 or 2 murders a year. I come
Mhm.
from a place where it happens every second
Oh, I know.
in
Yeah.
Wilmington, Delaware, every
Mhm.
second.
Yeah.
So 1 or 2, I wish it was none. You know, the downside for me was always like dating. And
Yeah.
listen, I got some wonderful male friends,
Yeah.
but dating is difficult.
That might need to be a whole conversation.
That's a whole nother one. That's a whole. But Grenada, if you can come with, my mother used to say, never bring sand to the beach. I said, I wish I could wake her up out her sleeping place and say, Mom, I'm bringing some sand to this beach. Because this thing ain't, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I'm going to just say, but
It's not just
Grenada,
you. It's not just
it
you.
can
Like
be
I said,
difficult.
that's a whole
But
nother.
you know what? It's just like slavery and any other natural catastrophe that has happened to us. No, that wasn't our fault, but it sure is our responsibility to pull ourselves together,
Oh
right?
yeah.
So it's our responsibility. Alcoholism can be real big on the island,
Mhm.
on the island.
Yeah.
So when you go to a place, and I don't care how big or how small it is, because the same thing happened to me in the villages I stayed in South Africa.
Mhm.
Um, and I was in denial when I was in South Africa because I didn't want all of our men to be alcoholics. And I was arguing these people down.
Yeah.
The average man on island is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
It's not the average, every other,
Mhm.
or
Yeah.
every other is real tight.
Yeah. I mean,
So
that's it's not just there, it's there's a lot of
the only reason it's big
everywhere.
here
Mhm.
is because it's small. So everything is shiny and bright.
Right, right, right.
But still, it does not take away. Somebody asked me about poverty in Grenada. Poverty's everywhere. I can take you
Mhm.
to poverty right around the corner here
Yeah.
if I step out the door. But Grenada is so beautiful. Even poverty looks attractive. I mean, you'll see it, and you'll be like, wow, okay. But nobody's hungry. Nobody should be,
Right, right.
because food is everywhere. Right
It's
outside
abundant.
my window. Oh gosh, right outside my bedroom window is a mango tree,
Mhm,
a breadfruit tree,
mhm,
lemongrass, which is my bush tea I love drinking every morning. I got soursop right down the hill and back of my house, oranges, everything is back there.
mhm.
So if I ever call anybody and say I'm hungry, know that I am lying. There is no way. Now, something else might be wrong with me, but no, you can't be hungry in Grenada. And
So
that's a plus.
so let me ask you, how long do you have to stay there
Mhm.
to get citizenship?
Well, I got married,
Okay.
and my divorce is final.
Oh, congrats.
But one of the reasons I came here is final. I'm waiting
Okay,
for it in the mail to be in the mail tomorrow.
okay,
However, I'm sure he'll find somebody, but that's just one way. You marry is right away. Mine
okay,
was right away. Literally took 30 days. And
okay.
then they have my friend from Philadelphia. Well, she's not my friend, but she lives in Philly,
Mhm.
and she's a resident. And there's another process. I don't really know the resident, but I do know she has to check in at the end of every year. And I think she got to pay a small fee
So you become a
as a
resident
resident.
first?
No, it's resident citizenship. Citizenship is you just like them locals. You can buy land, you can go open a bank account, you can do everything you want to do.
Oh,
Um, no, resident is just a way to stay for a lengthy amount of time and be free
got
and
it,
buy a car and go do
got
what
it.
you want to do. Yeah, but you're still not a citizen yet.
But it can be the road to citizenship.
It can be the road. Absolutely. It can definitely be the road.
Okay,
Absolutely. Or you can do citizenship by investment, which is when people come and invest in a business
okay.
or come and start a business, open a guest house, or do whatever you do, your business, and register it,
Mhm.
something you can offer to people. And that's an easy way. Or you can just give them $50,000, I think it is,
Oh,
and you be a citizen.
okay. Hmm,
It's that simple. So it's several ways, but of course the simplest way. And no, I did not get married for citizenship. I
mhm,
really was feeling him,
mhm.
and I thought he was feeling me.
Yeah,
And we had some good times. It all wasn't bad, but it just didn't work out.
mhm,
And I don't believe in holding people hostage.
right.
So,
Or
and I'm
yourself.
sure, or myself,
Mhm.
and I'm sure he'll find someone else, and I'm definitely sure
Yes,
that
you
the
will.
universe will send me someone. Yes. So yeah, so that's the gist of it. Citizenship can be easy. Now if you got family,
Mm.
like I am your family, and I'm
Okay,
a citizen.
okay.
So if you come over and I'm determined I want my niece Angelia to stay here, then I'm
Uh-huh.
sure it's a way we can go up to the gardens and see how that happened. My niece is here to stay with me.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. And I'm sure there's a way because I'm a citizen.
Mhm.
This is
Okay.
my sister's child.
Mhm.
She's here with her auntie, and that's
Bringing something to the island to offer. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely. And my business is registered.
Okay.
So if you come over, and matter of fact, it's funny how my business is registered on the island, and it was birthed here in America. I never once thought about registering it when
Yeah.
I was here. You
Uh-huh.
understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
So if you decided to come over, just
Mhm.
hypothetically,
When?
and partner when
When?
you decide to come
Yes.
over and partner with your sister
Yes.
and we that business. I'm just saying
Yeah,
because I would really love to see a retreat
I see it.
that includes the Yoni
The gathering and being
gathering.
creative by making something,
Come on,
right?
creativity
Yeah,
and
right.
Yoni gathering.
That's right.
Woo!
Yes.
Think about it. That's all I'm saying. And I'm sure anybody that listens or views this video would feel the same. Do it and include me. So when they start chiming in and saying, include me, include me, include me, that's when we're going to set the dates.
Yes. Got it. Got it. The same crystal you use during your session is the
Yeah.
same crystal you use to create something.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Mhm.
Ooh, wait.
That's powerful right there.
There it is, sister. The
Mhm.
same crystal is the same one you create with. We
Mhm.
provide everything. All they do is pay their one-time fee. Come on over.
Yeah.
So there it is. There you have it. I'm done. What they say, drop the mic.
The magic has been created.
Wow, sister, creativity and yoni experience.
Mhm.
It don't get no better than that. I look forward to that. I look forward to
Yes.
our next sit down in regard to that. That's how we're going to end it right here.
On a beautiful note.
Sister, this was one of the best conversations all week. I can't
I
thank you
love it.
enough. Thank you for your time and your
Well, thank you.
space and your energy. Until we meet again,
Yes. Much love and peace
I
to you.
look forward. Love and respect, goddess.
Peace.
All right.